When I owned my Hasselblad XPan, it produced the most beautiful panoramic photos. If you want to get the feeling of shooting with an XPan without taking out a second mortgage, here's how to do it with any digital camera. The first step of the 3 steps we need to go through is to work out what focal length to use on your digital camera. We're trying to replicate the same angle of view as an XPan's lens. I had the 45mm XPan lens. The frame size for 35mm film or full frame digital is 36 by 24mm. In panoramic mode, my XPan shot a negative 65mm wide by 24 high. It's the same height as normal 35mm. Dividing the XPan's 65mm width by the standard 36mm frame width gives us a ratio of 1.8. To calculate the equivalent focal length on a full frame digital camera, you divide the XPan lens's focal length of 45mm by this 1.8 ratio. That gives you an equivalent focal length of 25mm you need to use on your camera. How do you edit photos to get the XPan look? We'll get to that in step 3, but here's the problem we need to fix first. Most digital cameras don't have built-in aspect ratios or guides that match the XPan's panoramic ratio. If you're lucky enough to own a Hasselblad or Fuji GFX system, they have built-in XPan modes, but what about the rest of us? The good news is there's a simple hack for this. Grab your camera and take a super bright or even completely white image in JPEG mode, and then transfer it to your computer. Using whatever photo editing software you like, create a panoramic XPan mask. For example, in Photoshop, you'd turn on rulers and snapping, click the crop tool, enter a custom aspect ratio of 65:24, drag guides and they'll snap to the crop, cancel the crop and draw black rectangles where the guides are. Then take this edited JPEG file, copy it back to the memory card and then view it on your camera's LCD screen. But here's the problem. Some cameras, like this Nikon camera for example, won't display images unless they were taken with the camera, and that includes edited JPEG images that you're trying to display in this camera. If that's the same for you, then there's an extra little hack you need to do. Just take a photo of your computer's screen showing that mask image that you just created. Make sure it fills the whole area of the image and then play it back on your camera's LCD. Next comes the fun bit. Take a piece of thin white paper and place it in the corner of your physical LCD screen. Very gently, without damaging your screen, mark dots at the corner of the physical LCD screen and the 4 points of the middle white area. A quick bonus tip, you might want to draw arrows on this mask just so later when we come to use what we're building, you make sure it's the right way round. Cut this out, including the centerpiece, and use this as a template to make a black card version. Carefully attach the black card to the LCD screen using elastic bands. Now you can compose your shots as if you were looking through an XPan's viewfinder. You could also use an LCD screen protector with black tape to match the mask. Step 3 is where the magic happens and it really brings everything together. Bring the photos you took with this LCD mask into whatever editing software you use. Choose the crop tool and enter a custom ratio of 65:24 and you'll get the photo you saw when you composed it looking through the black card cutout. I know what you're thinking, and yes, you could just use this crop dimensions for any photo you've taken, but then you're not really composing the shot looking through that black card cutout and seeing the XPan vision right from where you take the photo. Give this a try and let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe for more landscape photography, and until next time, I want to wish you happy landscapes. Bye.